The Shark Tank on ABC, Mark Cuban, who's just making money, sitting there, having people present their ideas to him. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, Billy. How are you?
Outstanding.
Perfect.
I love this. Is the greatest thing for you. You're a busy guy. You don't have time to, set meetings with everyone in the world. So you do the Shark Tank, and people come before you, pitch, and you decide whether or not you want to get richer.
How great is that? I mean,
it's beautiful.
Like all around people from all around the country come in. They have the American dream, this one idea they think is going to make them rich, and I get to say yes or no. And it's cool on two levels. One, because if I like the idea, I can help them achieve their dreams. And if I don't, sometimes you deserve a little bit of grief.
You even shock yourself because on the the quiet premiere Sunday night, these two ladies pitch you on dance classes in high school. It doesn't really seem to be a Cuban thing.
Yeah, it doesn't seem normal for like a tech geek.
Black Swan, baby. Any kind of swan.
Come on now. Oh, you haven't seen my moves lately, have you? No, no, it was actually pretty cool. These two ladies from Corpus Christi, they go into schools, whether it's high schools, daycare, whatever, where your kids already are, and they say, you know what, we're going to take the gym and we're going to set up dance classes. And they have this whole big formal program so that the parents can see exactly what's going on. And instead of picking up your kids from school and taking them somewhere else, you just leave them there, and they take the classes, and it's called Tippy Toes, tippytoes.com. And not only did they set these classes up, which is all right, but they franchised it, and that was the big money part. So now they already have 7 franchises across the country, and they just needed some help to grow. And yours truly decided to step in.
What does your money go to? Marketing? Just letting people know about it?
Yeah, for Tippy Toes, it's going to be for marketing. It's going to be to develop some more coursework for them, and really to invest in the behind-the-scenes things required to build a franchise company, because there's all these laws and all the legal aspects of it.
Do you put your own guys on this? Do the Cuban guys come in?
The beasts come in, right? And so I put once my money goes into anything, I've got a whole team of people that come in, do the due diligence, help them out, but they also get access to me, for better or worse. So Sarah, Megan, they're emailing me every day, asking me questions, and so it's not just money, but you want to be able to bring some expertise as well.
What does your empire look like? What is your team? How does it go? Cuban, you make all the big decisions, and you have guys who carry them out. How many guys travel with you at a time?
Nobody travels with me. It's just me, because I don't like the whole entourage thing. I like just being able to get in, get out, do my thing. But once I get involved in a business, I've got different people with different expertise. You got the lawyers, you got the financial guys, you've got the marketing guys. But kind of my MO is once I get involved in the business, I try to find people with skills that complement mine, and try to find the people who are really good at what they do, and then just let them do their thing. So typically at the beginning, I'm really involved in whether it's the Mavs, HDNet, Landmark Theaters, Magnolia, whatever it is. Then they just take the ball and run with it. And if they can't, you get rid of them.
What's your favorite property of all the things you own?
I think HDNet's probably right up there with the Mavericks as the two things I like the most. Because in HDNet, I get to make my own programming choices. I get to go out there, work with whoever I want. If you look at cable and satellite TV networks, we're in 23 million homes, but we're the largest independently owned cable network in the country. Almost every property now, any TV network you watch, it's owned by some big media conglomerate. And so there's us, and really when it comes to getting carriage and getting paid and being a real cable network, HDNet and HDNet Movies is the biggest and I think the best.
You have Dan Rather.
Yep.
Doing specials. Dan Rather reports. And would you say Charlie Sheen would complement HDNet? Dan Rather and Charlie Sheen on the same network?
The way I program HDNet is every night's got its own theme, right? So
there you go.
Tuesday night's Dan Rather News Night,
So you're
right?
saying Dan leads into Charlie, clearly.
Well, yeah, clearly, right? Because Charlie makes news. Dan Rather reports the news. No, so Dan does his own thing on Tuesday nights. What we do with Charlie will be interesting to see. We're going to meet today actually and talk some more about what those opportunities are. And Charlie's a smart guy. I mean, I don't think he's getting nearly as much credit as he deserves for just how much he's manipulating the media and those around him to his benefit. And I think that would make a good reality show. So we're going to talk some more. Nothing's finalized, but we're going to talk some more.
I've heard some chatter that every single element of how this has all gone down has been his idea.
Oh, no question.
Charlie's proposed like an assumed meltdown, not really a meltdown.
I'm going to let Charlie tell you the whole story, so I'm not going to give anything away. But Charlie's smart. He knows exactly what he's doing, and I think I think he gets juiced watching all these people.
Oh, he definitely.
Telling him
This
what
is
he's
his
doing.
drug. This
Oh,
is his drug.
huge.
Is the attention. That
You know what's interesting? Hard to compare Charlie Sheen and the Shark Tank, but the entrepreneurs in Shark Tank, Charlie Sheen, any entrepreneur, they're so comparable. Because Charlie's got a vision. Charlie, knows how he's going to execute on his vision, and as long as he doesn't have, some people around him giving and him taking some bad advice, then he's going to continue to be in great shape. And any business owner goes through the same thing. You've got an idea, you get all juiced about it. You have all my companies, we've had our own sayings. None is, as great as winning, but, every company's got that when you start up, because you need that passion, you need that energy, and you just hope you get good advice and follow through on it. And Charlie's doing the same thing.
You going to invest in him?
Yeah, I would in a heartbeat.
As a commodity, as a company, as the business
a brand,
of Charlie
as a brand,
Sheen?
as a content creator.
That's not considered a risky investment?
I never take risks.
You know that he's so bankable. Is it because of what you're watching? People follow him on Twitter. He's got over 3 million now, and people repeating winning. And
yeah, you know what? The hard part isn't now, Charlie. The hard part is always, it's like any other content. The hard part is sustaining it, right? Not sometimes you can get there. The hard part is staying there. I mean, look at you, right? I mean, other people try to copy you all the time, but staying there and continuing a level of excellence is the hard part, and that's going to be Charlie's challenge. But I think with the right people and the right support, the Cuban team behind him, we can make it work. But if not, you know what? He's got his own thing going, and he's going to be just fine.
Would you manage him? What would you do?
No.
Just invest?
I'd invest and kind of give him access to all the content companies that we have. Because, there's the Mavericks, there's a TV network in HDNet. We own Landmark Theaters, which is in 18 of the top 20 markets. The Landmark in L.A., the Sunshine in New York. So we can take things and broadcast his tour. We can broadcast that live into theaters.
This is what your next movie is. What you're talking about today.
Right. So,
Yes.
All these little things. We can put it out on DVD on Magnolia. So, that's where my mind's turning and going. But again, at the end of the day, it's going to be Charlie's call. We haven't made any final commitments or anything, but we're just going to talk about it. And, that's what entrepreneurs do. Like, you get in the room
but
and
when
you
you get you closed audience with Mark Cuban, you're a closer, babe.
I'm a closer. Absolutely.
That's what you do. That's what you do. I love it. Now, you are always in jeans and a T-shirt. Why do they have you in a suit on the Shark Tank, and why are you letting them?
Because sometimes you just got to give a different look, and they said, no, you got to wear a suit, and so I'll go along. That's fine. My wife
negotiation
likes it.
Time.
No, my wife likes it. I always have a rule that if I'm selling, then I'll wear whatever the person who's buying something from me wants. But in this case, I was buying, so I actually broke my own rule. But next season.
Back to the T-shirts.
Next season, yeah.
This right here is Cuban formal
chill,
attire.
Baby. You just gotta be chill. And my first company, I wore a suit every single day for 7 years. I wore a suit, wore a watch. And when I sold that first company, Micro Solutions, I retired for the first time, and I said I'm never going to wear a suit unless it's a wedding or funeral, or I guess Shark Tank.
Your first sale was Micro Solutions for $6 million. You're 29 years old,
and I retired.
And you retired. And what did you do with that money? Your biggest purchase?
My biggest purchase, I bought a lifetime pass on American Airlines, and I had one mission in mind. I wanted to be able to go to as many countries around the world as I could and get drunk with as many people as I possibly could, and I was so good at it. I was just so good at it,
And you just bought drinks for people and had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
How much did that ticket cost you?
Back then, it was $125,000. That's all.
125 grand for a lifetime pass?
On American, and I could take somebody with me, and they had to kick somebody off the plane. If I just walked up, showed my card, my air pass, then they'd have to kick somebody off. And, telling stories. I was out in L.A., right? I was like, met some
hottie.
Yeah. Let's go to Vegas, right? Sure. So we go to Vegas. We go to the airport, show my card, and all of a sudden you're, I'm not getting up like, I'm sorry, sir, you have to get up. I'm so, I'm not getting, sorry, sir, you were an upgrade.
So this guy can take this hottie to Vegas and go crazy.
Yeah, but it was Magic Johnson. That was the best part about it.
They kicked Magic Johnson off the plane?
Yeah, this was a long time back, yeah.
Couldn't they pick anyone else?
I didn't make the rules. I just follow them.
Did he see you? Did he know it was you?
No, he didn't know me. I mean, this is long before the Mavericks, way before the Mavericks. He had no idea who I was, yeah.
Whoa, does he know about this story now?
No, I'm sure he's long forgotten.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is good stuff.
Yeah.
How did that go in Vegas with the girl?
I don't remember, which means it must have been fun.
Oh, that's outstanding. So, and the first big chunk was Micro Solutions.
Right.
How about as a little kid? Were you an entrepreneur as a little boy?
Oh yeah, I mean, as long as I can remember. I mean, I did everything. I did the paper boy thing when I was with my brother when we were real little. But my first like really startup company was selling garbage bags door to door. My dad and his buddies were playing poker, right? I'm 12 years old, and I'm like, Dad, I want some new basketball shoes because I've been a basketball junkie my entire life. He's like, look, my dad did upholstery on cars, so if you had a rip in your car seat, normal blue collar guy, great guy, and so he's playing poker at our house on Thursday night with his buddies. I'm like, Dad, I need some new shoes. I want these basketball shoes. He goes, when you have your own job, you can buy whatever you want. But until then, those shoes in your feet, they're working just fine. And one of my dad's buddies, who's probably drunk, I didn't know any better, pipes up and goes, I got an idea for you. I can get you a job. I'm like, what? He goes, I've got these garbage bags, right, that I can't get rid of. Why don't you go door to door and sell these garbage bags? I'm like, sure. So I started knocking on doors the next day. Who's going to say no to a little kid selling?
Cold calling, right?
Oh, cold calling, knock, knock, knock. Hi, my name is Mark. You use garbage bags all the time in your house, don't you? Yeah. There was $6 for 100 garbage bags, and I'm like, don't you need garbage bags?
That's a good deal.
It's a great deal, right? So I'm like, I'll come by every couple of weeks when you need a new box, and it's $6. No one said no. I'm like, this is easy. You
made a killing. Did you give the guy? So how much money did you have to pay the guy?
No, I was a shark back then. I'm like, I paid $3 a box, so I was making 100% markup on it, and so I'm selling 10 boxes a week, right? That $30 walking around money when you're 12 years old. I was killing it.
That's unbelievable. That's a great story. Good for that. That was just the beginning. Mark Cuban on the Shark Tank. What do you enjoy more? Hearing all the wonderful ideas or beating up your fellow sharks and getting the best deal?
Two things I enjoy most, Billy, is one, everybody's got that business idea that they think is going to make them rich, right? And so now we've got all these people from around the country coming in pitching us. And when I hear a great idea like Tippy Toes last night or Sunday night, it's cool. It feels really, really good to help somebody make their dream come true, or to try to make their dream come true. And in America, that's what we're all about. But on the flip side, I have to compete with the other sharks to invest in those deals. Yeah. And taking it to them and just ripping them a new one on TV, that's fun, right? You got to be a beast sometimes, and you got to pull out the tricks.
It's like a big boy in a giant sandbox.
Yeah, but the other sharks are smart. They didn't get there by being stupid. They have great business experience. They're all very, very successful, and so it's kind of like a game of chess. It's matching wits, but you pull the tricks out every now and then. The things you've learned over the years in business. I do one that's coming up where there's a shot clock. I go to the entrepreneur. I said, okay, you got 24 seconds to get your shot off, and if you can't make it, you're out. Buzzer sounds, and you get no investment. You give me the feedback, and you give me a counter offer in that 24 seconds. I'm going to tell you right now, but you're not allowed to talk to any of the other sharks. You're not allowed to talk. It's me, my way or the highway.
Wow,
right? And the other sharks are like screaming and yelling at me, just upset at me, and so you got
love
all
stirring
those
it
tricks
up.
of the trade. Yeah, you got to stir it up.
Oh, so great. Do people walk up to you all the time and pitch you for businesses?
All the time, man. I mean,
have you ever been hit up in a total random? You're like, no, dude, please, I'm just trying to get on my airplane here for free, as I always have been for the last year. I'm just trying to go on with my life, and then yet it was a great idea.
And yet it's a great idea. I mean, I've been at the doing my business in the men's room, and people are like, oh, Mark, I got this great idea. I'm like, how's about the great ideas you look down, But yeah, I get hit up all the time, and I've literally invested in companies where people have sent me emails, and I've never met the people, but I like the idea so much that I invested in them having never met them. I mean, I've got companies I invest in to this day. I've never met the people. The idea was great. They did exactly what they said that they were going to do. They lived up to everything they promised. And I was like, just go do your thing, right? And, they weren't huge. And then another one, it was just from a blog post or whatever. There's a company called Naked Pizza. And it's healthy pizza that tastes great. They had one store in New Orleans. They got in touch with me through my blog, blogmaverick.com, and they said, look, we've got this pizza we think you'll love. We need just a little bit of money to get it rolling. And so when I was in New Orleans, I went and checked it out, their Naked Pizza, and it was great. So I just ate a whole pie, and I'm like, a whole pie is 800 calories? I'm like, done. Right? Done. So I just got the pig out, and so we sat down. I invested $65,000. Now They've got franchises all over the world. I've met these guys twice.
And
in
you've
my
made
entire
money
life.
off it.
And, oh, I'm killing it.
Killing
it.
Oh,
Killing it.
Cuban.
Don't you hate when that happens?
The Cubano. Mark Cuban in the house. Shark Tank, Friday nights, 8 o'clock on ABC. Bro, thank you.
Thanks, Billy.
Can we do a quick one for Evergreen? Do the Mother's Day. What do you do for Mother's Day?
Okay.
Or for your mom?
Oh, is it bigger for your wife or is it bigger for your mom?
My wife. Yeah, my wife.
You, because you got you have kids that have to
yeah.
you organize all that.
Yeah.
You can't have an assistant do it. You got to do it.
But you just got to be careful of how you do it. I wake up in the morning and I don't know what my life's going to be. So my assistant, it's Mother's Day. So I was like, flowers.com, run to the store, get it all hooked up,
Do you go heavy? Do you go heavy? Do you go jewelry on Mother's Day, or is it more?
Depends if she's mad at me or not.
Right.
No, we try to make it fun for Mother's Day, and with 3 kids now, at 1, 4, and 7, it's kind of like herding cats and trying to get them all together. But we try to go out as a family and do something fun.
That's nice. Finger paintings I always give with them that little here. Just take their hands, dip it in paint, put it on the piece
works,
of paper.
right?
I love you, Mom. Give me the hand. Give me the hand.
Right.
Sign it. Done. Next.
Cut on this outline. Sign your name. Right. Exactly. Well, see, we made cards for you, sweetie.
That's it. Beautiful. She's married to a billionaire, and all she gets is finger paintings. Huh. And do you ever dream, like a recurring dream, or one? Because that would be fascinating. One you remember, or one that happens often.
Not really. I mean, it's weird. Like if I'm really into something that I'm doing work-wise, then I'll dream about it. And so if I've got a business like the micro solutions business we talked about, one of my older businesses, I would just dream about work all the time. It would I'd wake up and write down notes or go online and do something. And so it's typically when I'm really intense about something work-wise, that's what I dream about. Otherwise,
have you ever in your dreams found the answer that you were looking for, that broke through a big deal? It's happened while you were sleeping?
No question. There are things like particularly when I was writing software and there was something I just couldn't figure out, right? Just while I was sitting there in front of a computer, then you'll go through in your minds, and programmers will tell you this all the time, and then you're dreaming and you wake up like, dang, that was it. Boom, and that
ran right to the computer, did it
right there, done and done. It's crazy.
As you're running, you can just see the dollar signs. They'd be getting in my way. I'd be like trying to get around them, and just, oh my God, beautiful. Mark, you're the man. Thank you.
Thank you, Billy. I really appreciate it.